Okay, old arts, Inakoto, hello and welcome back. Woo. Welcome back to another episode. Hey. I'm sorry. Welcome back to another episode of Thaumcraft 4.2 with Birdtross. As you can see, we are level 31, which means that it's time to do some more enchanting, and I have been thinking about what I want to enchant. And I think it's going to be these guys, but these are all the way down to halfway durability. If we could get some repair on Goggles of Revealing, that would be really nice, because that Vs discount is one of the main reasons that you just want to keep wearing that guy. So I wonder if we even can enchant it. Turns out we can. Awesome stuff. That's going to take 30 levels. Do I want to put that on a new one? Let's actually just quickly take a look at the Goggles of Revealing recipe that's over here. Okay, 2 thermometers. Okay, let's... Should I make a completely new set of Goggles of Revealing? That is a good question. That is a really good question. I think I won't, though. I'm not going to. Let's just see what happens, because it is easy enough to get 30 levels, and these aren't particularly difficult to craft. Let's see what we get. Yeah. Protection 4, Aqua Affinity 1, okay. Okay, nothing amazing, just some general enchantments, but hey, they do sort of glow, right? Yeah. Ooh. Let's get a good look at that. Look at that. My eyes kind of shine now. Get back inside. There we go. Get inside my own head. That was actually, I was hoping to get some repair on there to get this back up, but oh well. Hopefully we can get some enchantments out of these guys soon as well. I've got another of these goodie bags here, uncommon treasure. So we got 20 gold, a splash potion of regeneration, very nice. Gold ingots. If there's one thing that Thaumcraft uses a lot of, it's gold ingots. Let's get this biffed into something else as well. So, in the last episode I quickly showed off the Essentia distillation system that I have. Whoa! What the... What? What? That was... What was just... Hello? Hello? Was that you? It sound when it was going away, it sounded like it was coming from this direction. It reminds me of those Minecraft noises. That was odd. Okay. Yeah. That was really scary. I thought something terrible was about to happen. So where was I? Wow, that's the first time that's ever happened. So anyway, I was doing some essential distillation during the live stream, and what I did was I put in, if we take a look at the Thermonomicon, I put in some Elementum as the fuel source. So down here is where you put your fuel source, up here is where you put the items that you want to burn to turn into Essentia. This here's a progress bar, this here is the amount of fuel that you've got left sort of inside the actual thing, and this thing right here, we'll show that in a little bit. Where is it? Should be over here. How does it work? Did I show? So anyway, I guess we'll just quickly go over. So the Arcane Alembics take a Vs filter, 5 iron and 3 buckets equipped, so basically 8 iron and 1 gold. And the Vs filters themselves take a further 2 gold and a silverwood plank, but you get 2 of them. So the book says that you can have 5 Arcane Alembics on top of a single alchemical furnace, and so I've got 5 here. And so if each of these Arcane Alembics requires a Vs filter, and each time you make up Vs filters you get 2, that means you need to expend 6 gold and 3 silverwood planks, and you're left over with 1 extra Vs filter. So yeah, I've got a spare Vs filter rattling around in one of my chests somewhere. But the reason that I made 5 is just because I had no idea what I was doing. And if there's one thing that I notice about these mods is that they're actually quite thorough in terms of how they present their items. You can see right here, 1, 2, 3 pieces of gold, all sort of shown quite well there. So anyway, we'll go ahead and fire this guy up just to sort of show you how it works. I wonder if I have my materials around. Yeah, so you're going to need glass files for what I was doing. And we're also going to need... Actually, what we're going to need is some more great wood. I'll go ahead and use great wood again. We'll take a full 3 stacks. Let's just quickly take a look outside of the great wood tree. I got these from the great wood tree that's outside our home. It's a little bit worse for wear, but it's still quite tall actually. I've probably gathered about 5, maybe 6 stacks of great wood off of this tree already, but I'm probably gonna get at least another stack. Okay, looks like we've actually only got a few major branches to go and then just the main shaft left. Yeah, that's gonna be at least another stack right there, probably a little bit more. Plenty of great wood off of a single tree. You only really need 1 tree in such a great wood farm because they just take so long to chop down. Anyway, the reason that I'm using these is because if we take a look at the aspects, they have 3 arbor and 1 precontatio. What I was demonstrating during the stream is the ability to create thaumium ingots quite easily because each... I'll show you. I'll just go ahead and demonstrate. We're also going to need some elementum. I'm storing my elementum over here. The reason that you use elementum as the fuel source is because... what's it saying here? It distills faster, essentially, than any other fuel source, and that's the main reason that you use it over there. I also, in the stream, I used the elementum over here. Oh, free iron. I used it over here to see how much a single piece of elementum would smelt, and it turns out that it does 32 items by itself. A single piece of coal does 8, so this is 4 times more efficient than a piece of coal. But with the recipe, I've got a cheat sheet that I built over here. So elementum takes 6 cobble and 5 coal, and this is a calculation that I did during the stream. So 5 coal, 5 times 8 is 40, so a single piece of elementum going to 32 would, by that calculation, not be as efficient as 5 pieces of coal. But this recipe gets you 2 pieces of elementum, so elementum is a more efficient fuel source than coal, even for just general use in here. So are we quickly approaching the point where I can actually make elementum and nitor off camera? That's a really good question actually. Shall I even just quickly make some elementum and nitor for you guys on camera just to show you exactly what happens? Because I've become a pretty seasoned pro at it now. Let's just quickly take a look at my recipe sheet. We need 6 torches, 3 coal, and 2 glowstone dust, so that's 8 coal, 6 cobble, 6 torches, 2 glowstone, if I can remember that. Yeah, so you make it in 2s just to be more efficient with the coal. Let's get a block of coal out as well. I was going to make the other thing go, but I'm kind of getting distracted. Okay, we're also going to need some cobble, plenty of cobble. So with the nitor, you still make 6 excess terra, so that's going to be something that we want to sort out quite soon as well. Going to need 6 torches. Let's just take a look at my sheet. 5, 6. It's going to be 3 coal as well, okay, and 2 glowstone dust. So yeah, this recipe is going to make 2 pieces of nitor for us as shown. So you got to throw those in pretty quick. From what I remember from previous Thaumcraft episodes, you do have to work quite quickly with that, and we were sort of throwing the idea around during the live stream that we could put a redstone device up and throw items in there. Or perhaps we can use one of the methods that are here in Thaumcraft that you guys were telling me during the live stream about as well, Golemancy. That might be able to help us in that regard, but we haven't really touched Golemancy at all yet. Okay, so that's a piece of nitor. That's how you make nitor. In order to make elementum, we're going to need, what is it, 6 cobble, 5 coal. Done and done. Let's just get that, and 5 coal. I would like to do those in order because the catalyst item sort of needs to go in last, but this will still work. And that gives us now 3 elementum and there's 6 excess terra inside, which we'll just leave to slowly dissipate into the atmosphere. So that's how you make nitro and elementum, and I think it would be really nice just to have in sort of the lab, sort of alchemy Thaumcrafty production lab thing that we would have. Having something like this, either in a book or just on the wall like this, would actually be really nice. I'm just kind of doodling on my walls. Okay, I also wanted to make a hopper. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We are getting there. For 5. Actually out of wood, so we'll bring some... I need to do is chop some more wood sometime. I'm going to make a hopper so that way I can... Hopefully this will work. I don't even know if this will work, but we'll find out. Vanilla hopper. Also gonna... Oh, we don't need a chest. Let's just try this out. So if you've never used a vanilla hopper before, you just point it at the machine that you want, and the funnel, just make sure the funnel is pointing into the machine, which it is, has its own inventory. I'm going to go ahead and throw those in there. And they do suck in, and they go in the right spot. Excellent, but we'll go ahead and just top that up and throw these in here. I want to see how much a single piece of elementum will do. So let's give it a try. You just do that. The orange progress bar goes over here. Now take a look at this. This over here is the internal storage of Vis inside of the alchemical furnace, and as you can see, it is slowly increasing, and it is increasing faster than it can actually drain out. Now the book sort of describes, I haven't actually tried this with regular coal, but it sort of seems like the distillation process is supposed to go faster if you use elementum as the fuel source instead of wood or coal or sticks or any of your other favourite resources. But the point is, this is slowly going up, so there is a maximum speed that this can go at. Now, I need to be a little bit quick here because these arcane alembics can't actually hold everything. I'm sort of going pretty fast over this, but what I've just done... So each of these arcane alembics is only able to hold one aspect, and the Great Wood has 2 aspects inside it, Arbor and Aya, and the aspects wind up inside these alembics. So what you do is you take these glass files, which are made with three glass and a single piece of clay on the top, and you get 8 of them, by the way. And then, well, so that's just going to go up there now. And then you right click on them, the alembics with them, to get the aspects out. And now I have files of Essentia for Praecantatio and Arbor building up in the exact ratio that they do inside of the Great Wood. Now, just my question is, how much... Where's the Praecantatio? Oh, Praecantatio's up here too. You got to be careful. You got to keep an eye on this, otherwise the aspects will start going who knows where. But it looks like I've got a hold on it. The reason that I can see these aspects, of course, is because of my goggles of revealing. You can go ahead and right-click on them without something. Oh, it should. I think. Do you have to use an empty hand? Yeah, it'll tell you what's in there if you don't have goggles of revealing, but they hold 32 items basically. They hold 32 aspects. That's all you need to really remember. 32 is the max that they'll hold. So once they go up to 32, they will the next alembic in the line will fill up, and I haven't seen what will happen if you fill all 5 alembics up. You'll probably just start losing aspects, or the thing might blow up. Goodness knows. Right, so as you can see, we're making a lot more Arbor than we are Praecantatio at the moment. That's because if you take a look here, we're getting 3 Arbor and 1 Praecantatio per log. So yes, the exact ratio of Arbor is going to go here. I think I'm just going to quickly just babysit this. I'm going to go off camera, and when we return, we will know exactly how many Greatwood logs we use by this thing. And it's actually quite nice that I can refill this with the hopper. That saves a bit of a load off, and I can perhaps put a chest here and some sort of advanced system that we would do in the main base. So anyway, once this elementum has been used up, I'll be right back. Okay, so this is actually finished, and I thought this was going to be in perfect proportions, but turns out that it, for some reason, isn't. That's really odd. So, the Elementum has burned up at long last, and it was able to burn a whopping 2 stacks, plus an extra 6. At least within a system that is completely empty. I don't know if there is a way to drain this any faster, but if there is, I imagine that the Elementum would actually be able to help a lot faster, because I didn't really explain it while the machine was going, but when this reaches the cap, it sort of has to drain out, and the thing won't process if there's no room for the Vis inside the actual machine. So that means that we could potentially be wasting some of the burn time. So if there is a way to drain this even faster, we could get more bang for our buck, basically. But right at the end here, it seems like we've actually, we're left with 6 Breakintatio and 2 Arbor. They're not easily dividable, but we can see we have acquired a whopping 50 vials of Arbor and 16 Essentia, so I actually had to, during that, I was just like, well, crap, if I don't go ahead and make some more glass vials really quickly, we are going to run out of them. So anyway, what I was doing... Oh! Okay. Whee! Oh! Oh, no, that's boiling. I got nausea from jumping in that... I probably shouldn't do that, but I love doing it anyway. So I also made these watered jars as well during the stream. Let's just quickly take a look at those. Water jars are over here. So you can make those using 7 panes and a slab, a wooden slab, and that is going to get you one of these, I believe. Yes, so the way that they work, they can only take 1 aspect at a time, and they can only hold 64 of any given aspect at a time as well. So as you can see, I have way more Arbor. All this Arbor is completely unused. Let's go ahead and fill this guy up with just a single bottle, and now I have 5 completely full jars, and I've used most of my Breakintatio to make Thaumium ingots, and that's what I did during the live stream. Just trying to demonstrate my idea that you can use these Essentia things, and I researched these as well, by the way. Predictable, they hold 8 of those, and they work just like these ethereal essences. Once you research one, you've researched them all. Awesome. So let's go ahead and fill that up, and people in the stream were telling me as well, you can actually just go ahead and break those with the fist. They pass the fist test, and they also retain all of the Essentia that is inside them, and you can go ahead and pick them up, place them down as many times as you want. And it's also important to note as well, I wanted to test if putting multiple jars on top of one another, if I filled this one up, would it fill down to the bottom? No. Each of these jars is its own separate jar, basically. So 64 is quite a limiting number, isn't it? I have seen over here we have these void jars, but I would like to focus our attention towards this thingy right down here today, the Arcane Boar. Mining Evolved. I don't know if I have a research note for that yet. Let's see. I don't think we do. I'm going to have to make one. Oh yeah, and let's also take a look at the wand thing over here as well. Since I've discovered Infusion, see, this is just the basic wand craft over here. This is great with wand core. Look at this! We have discovered 6 new types of wand core here. We have the bone wand core, we have the reed wand core, blaze rod, obsidian, icy, and quartz. And as you can see, for the icy wand core, we don't actually know one of the aspects. So I'm guessing that one of the 6 final aspects that we don't know has got to be something to do with ice. So I was figuring if I could find some ice, then I would find out what the aspect is. So that's sort of a goal to put on the back burner. Find a taiga biome that has ice in it and scan that puppy. Speaking of scanning, let's actually go ahead and do some scanning today as well. I've got my Thaumium on me, yep. Or got my thermometer. What happened to I scanned you? We're actually starting to run out of things to scan. I haven't scanned signs. Okay, that's just got a single piece of arbor in it. That's a That's a loss of arbor. We can do item frames. Okay, that's got 1 panis and 3 sensors. Very cool. I can't do item frames that have stuff in them. I wonder if you can do this. I've done the alchemical furnace. Let's check this hopper out. Okay, hopper's got 4 arbor, 1 machino, 15 metallum, 1 permutatio, and 4 vacuous. Really nice. So that's a nice way to get some permutatio as well. Let's go ahead and research the arcane alembic. I'll have to shift click. So that's got, wow, it's got 2 air, 2 aqua, what appears to be 2 lucrum, and 24 metallum. Really nice. Very, very nice. Anything else around here? The arcane lamp, I haven't done that. Ooh, nice one. 4 lux, 2 machina, 6 metallum, 2 sensus, 4 vinculum, and 7 vitreous. Vinculum we don't see that much very often. Orange stained clay, 1 ignis, 1 sensus, 3 terror. Cool. I think we're pretty much done for things around the base. What about cobblestone walls? Did I try those? You can't do those. Or what about the research table? Let's do the research table. 3 arbor, 4 cognitio, and 1 instrumentum. So I guess that's a way to get some instrumentum as well. What about the work table? Okay, 3 arbor, 4 babrico, 1 instrumentum. Pretty similar to the standard crafting table. Crucible. 4 fabrico, 21 metallum, and 4 praecantatio, but no new aspects were had this day, unfortunately. Well then, that's a bit of a bummer, but anyway, let's go ahead and get ourselves, how's my inventory? I will live. Let's go ahead and get the scribing tools and some paper and see if we can't learn ourselves about the arcane boar. It's under artifice. Go ahead and click that, and now we've got it. Let's see if we know all of the aspects for it. No, we don't. Ooh. That really sucks. I was hoping to be able to do that today. I'm gonna have to do some more scanning. Ooh. Well then. Because we can't work on the base without that. Okay, these are all my forbidden researches. That's a accidental double up that I made. Yeah, I think we'll go ahead, guys, and try and get ourselves these two, because I think I've got these all researched up and pretty good to go. Awesome stuff. So metallum. Okay, that's got vitreous in there. What has vitreous got? Okay, that's got auto, and we can go from there to air. Alright, well, let's go ahead and, let's see, that's got vacuous in it as well. Looks like we're going air again, and that's got auto, which will go straight to modus. So we can do something like this. Motus air. Then we got praecantatio, which will go vacuous air. Now let's do metallum first. Okay, that's got vitreous. Right, so we'll go vitreous auto. Auto's over here. And then we can do something like motus there, right? Because we do vacuous. No, air will connect to motus, so that should work. We can do that. So that connects up. That's really good. Get some vacuous. So I have some of that around. Cool. Well, vacuous is actually a really nice one to go from air to Beditio. Got to keep that in mind. Right, so I'm thinking we just put air there. Let's just go the easy way with the aspects I know. And Aurum just goes straight to air. We could go, could actually do something like praecantatio vacuous. That's a good idea. How much praecantatio do I have? 55. Oh my goodness. So this was a relatively easy one. Research is actually getting pretty easy for me. Right, but there we go. Thaumium wand caps. Magical wand caps. Let's go ahead and read this guy up. Oh, baby, they look cool. They're kind of blinking as well. Over here. Thaumium is known for its ability to store and absorb magic, so using it to craft wand caps is a logical choice. It is very efficient at focusing beasts of all types. Crafting these wand caps in an arcane work table is not sufficient. They need to be infused with additional additional magical energy to make them usable. So, hint hint, infusion. Alright, so that's going to take the actual inert thaumium wand cap. Okay, we'll take thaumium nuggets. I'm assuming that if I take a thaumium ingot into a work table, that's going to get me 9 of these guys. So I'll basically need to take 2 ingots to get 10. Okay, and it's going to take some basic aspects. And it's also going to take Salus Mundus, which I haven't made yet. The instability on this guy is moderate. This is my first time looking at a crafting recipe for this, okay. So I haven't had to make Salus Mundus yet. I've been wondering when that was going to happen. And that's going to get me the first time I've ever seen an animated item in Minecraft. That's just legit animated. They did add that quite recently, and it looks like... I can't tell if there's just an enchantment effect on Salus Mundus, or if that is an actual things that are moving. That actually looks like it's animated too now that I look at it. Okay, so that's going to take a balanced shard. Now, balanced shards are actually really hard to make. Yeah, I'm going to need to get some aspects in there. So that's actually going to be quite complicated to get a hold of a decent amount of Salus Mundus. We'll have to probably devote an entire episode to that, but that's only one half of the equation. I do want to make a full upgrade from my gold banded Greatwood wand over to a thaumium banded Silverwood wand. So the next tier up from Greatwood is Silverwood. You could almost predict that. This one is very large, but that is pretty much it. Okay, so that'll connect. So yeah, so we'll just connect straight to Aya basically, so that one's a no-brainer. And again, this one just got to auto, modus Aya, and vacuous Aya. So it seems like we're just using a lot of the same aspects. Oh, I'm just getting really good at doing this, I suppose. What can I say? Let's get vacuous up. Let's try and save ourselves some aspects here. So that takes Perditio. Is there anything that I can use that'll connect to Perditio just to save? We've got Venom. Don't have much Venom. Vinculum. We could use that. Oh, okay. So that's a thing to go from Aya or Auto to Perditio. That's cool. Okay. What I could have done is gone Vinculum. Okay, let's get some Perditio down. Let's just try and save those aspects. Okay, Vinculum will go here. Well, then we can put Modus right there, that works. Oh, there's a nice little tink as well, cool. Okay, and the Arbor, pretty straightforward as well. Let's just go Aya. We could go Arbor, Aya. Yeah, let's do that, that's just the easy way. So that one was actually quite nice. Okay, pretty straightforward. Oh, jeez, don't touch that. Silverwood Wand Gore. Oh man. Awesome stuff. Oh, hello. So we got crafting scepters and magic staves. Oh my word. Silverwood has proved to be an excellent repository of magical energy, and wand gores crafted from it can store up to 100 Vs of each type. So that's exactly what I was wanting, because the spell that we want to use, the Node in a Jar, requires 70, so this wand is definitely going to allow us to do that. So in addition to all 6 types, we're also going to need a balanced shard and silverwood log in an infusion altar, as well as lots of different aspects. So actually using infusion is actually very complicated. Holy moly. Oh my word. Oh my word, there's no starter thing, I'm guessing. There's nothing to start you off with infusion. Infusion's probably going to have to be its own separate episode. So I know that I said... Guys, I know that I said that I was going to start doing alternate building Thaumcrafting videos, but Thaumcraft is the thing that just keeps on giving. The gift that keeps on giving. We need to get infusion up and running. But in order to get infusion up and running, there's actually a whole lot of different items that we're going to need, aren't we? Let's see, yeah, we're going to need to make Salus Mundus. It's not going to be impossible. So let's just click on that again. So the recipe for that was a balanced shard and the balance shard is these. So what I'm going to need to do is find some items that have Pediccio, Aqua, if they wouldn't stop moving around. I'm going to need to find a way to make that. Let's just quickly take a look at the crystals that I have. Crystal count. Okay, we've got plenty of entropy shards, so my thinking is I need to find some materials that we can burn up with Essentia distillation. Get some files of Essentia. I already have the Precantatio. But yeah, we are going to need to make ourselves a whole lot of these Essentia tubes and probably a whole lot of water jars to hold all that Essentia and put it over by the infusion. Plenty of things need to be done, and I think that is going to be in the next episode. So guys, we're sort of preluding here towards things that we need to do in Thaumcraft, but I mean, what can you do? I mean, these recipes are like really difficult. Yeah, and I'm also going to need to find out what the arcane borer is. I think we'll just quickly finish off the video scanning this. I saw this while I was off camera. I was just like, yeah, I want to do this. So we already did the runic matrix. We did the arcane pedestal. Let's research the infusion pillar. Quickly check. No, nothing can be learned from an infusion pillar. Worth checking. Worth checking. But yeah, that is all the time that we have for today, guys. Hope that you enjoyed the video, even though we sort of didn't really make too much progress. I do sort of know how to use the infusion thing now. I was hoping to get to infusion today because I wanted to do the arcane bore and then make it, but man, this thing is no picnic. It's the real deal. So yeah, I hope that you enjoyed. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Kia kaha, and I'll see you in the next video.